I believe all I gotta do is just, hello? Just do this. Take your time, Link. Yeah, and it puts me right back here. You could also, I suppose, warp if you wanted to, but that saves you a loading screen, sort of. Like, it is a loading screen, just not the blank text, boring loading screen that has become an annoying trend in video gaming. There is a place, because technically you can go up. What? It's Mr. Hero, yeah, sure is. Could you visit the forest? What took you so long? A lot of travelers' medallions, a lot of stuff. Peaks out of Mr. O, and a blip. But you need to be careful, so I want to see a bloopy. Yeah, I got that for you. Wait, you have it already? Yeah, I've played the game a little bit before. Wow, incredible. Thanks so much. Remember, side quests are not worth a damn. I understand what it does. Yeah, but like where? Tell me! Oh my god, he's not gonna... Yeah, thanks. You couldn't be useful and just give me fucking directions. Anyway, the point I was trying to get at was you can go inside the Deku tree. And I want to go inside the Deku tree because I want to... I want to cook something here. There's nothing really here I've ever bought or used. But there's plenty of shrooms, I suppose, if you want. What I want to do is I want to make myself a stealth up. And I've noticed that mushrooms seem to be the nicest as far as giving you extra, you know, stacking. So in theory, yep, 3 stealth up. 3 stealth up. Plus, the Sheikah outfit should make me as noise-proof as possible, and I am going to need that up ahead. I don't know where the stealth trial is, but I hate it with all of my heart, and I would consider that one the hardest. I just got to find the stupid thing. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so position. Little bit like there from the Korok Forest. Northwest. Korok Trail, yep. I knew it's good favor then. Blah. Yeah, this is the crap I hate. Well, welcome to the worst fucking trial period. Time to go ahead, save first, just to make absolutely sure. In case it takes longer than 10 minutes, which I wouldn't put it past my luck. Alright, welcome to the worst of it. I hate the stealth trial, mostly because it's a stealth trial and it's super slow paced, and when you mess up you gotta redo the whole thing over and over again. It gets pretty annoying pretty quickly. For the most part, you don't have to worry about anything unless he has a question mark appear above his head. Then he is alerted to your attention, and you better not get caught. Now, it took me long enough that the fried shrooms that I had wore off, but even then I'm not entirely sure how good that was. I tried reloading my state, but apparently my dumbass didn't save after eating the shrooms. It saved before eating the shrooms, so I didn't realize it was the exact same thing. So that kind of caught me off guard right there and whatever. So right here they do a fake out for you, and like he'll run up ahead and then he'll freak out and then he'll run all the way backwards. If you don't know that's coming, that's very, very infuriating. Afterwards he runs forward a little bit more, and there is supposed to be a part up here where a wolf shows up and tries to attack him. However, because once you kill an enemy in this trial, they just stay dead, it's not actually visible. So you can see me get my bow and get ready for the wolf to show up, but it doesn't actually show up. So I guess it kind of pays to fail, but that's basically the two biggest bits of bullshit. Yeah, why don't you go to hell? Allow me to help. Alright, so, I don't know whether or not I should even comment on this, because technically a lot of it probably was said in post, but God, I hate that this trial so fucking much. It's so slow and time consuming. You know the best part about working on this game, though? I can work on it regardless of what kind of a mood I'm in. I could have the worst day in the world, just play it, and it's all fine, because most of it's post-commentary anyway. That's a bit of a hint. Today wasn't necessarily bad, I'm just like in an mood, but it's not the worst thing ever, because again, post-commentary. Okay, so the guy that I yelled at actually does tell you where to go. He said Southwest Forest. So, and I see that. So that tells me all I need to know. Where is the guy who explains things? You're up there. Give me the rundown even though I know what's going on. Having an attempted Korok trial, yep. Who cares, he says. That's basically how I feel. You really want to try it, I guess it's worth asking after all. Type at the trial and you need to go, keep going and not get lost in the mist. What's wrong? You don't look very excited. But don't worry, I've got a cryptic little hint for you. The hungry cheese will show the way, spy the iron to win the day. Didn't I make that sound cool? Think about it as you take on the trial. This is actually the reason that I got influenced by doing stuff like this, because I realized how easy it is to navigate stuff when you have things like this to help you with. I'm gonna stick with magnesis for this, just to make sure I don't spot anything that's not the balls, this, just to make sure. In other words, I think I'll fast forward it just for my own benefit. Alright, so this one was actually kind of dumb. For whatever reason, I got lost just walking towards the direction I was supposed to be getting, going, and then I was like, why the fuck did I get lost? It's been 2 seconds, I'm going the correct way. But this is easy. It's not hard to figure out. I did remember the trick with the shield here. It's actually kind of trippy hearing the horn. I didn't expect this to show up in the music. I think I made a comment something like that in Plants vs. Zombies too. Anyway, place the shield in the tree's mouth and it's like, oh wow, hot damn, and then you go over here, and I forgot about this, but you're supposed to take the chest with you. So you go all the way down there, and then it's like, ha, surprise bitch, you need to bring the chest. And because I knew using the raft backwards was just going to be slow, I figured if I cryonics it and take advantage of my range, I should be okay, and it'd be much, much quicker than, pushing the raft. Right there. Let me hop on over. Yeah, I don't really consider this one hard at all. So, I guess I don't know. I'd put it like a tiny bit above harder than the wood trial, but they're both pretty easy. Alright, I want to go ahead and get rid of this bullshit that I picked up. I really don't care about it. Just in case it's a weapon. Sure isn't. Goodbye. I'm stuck. I figured I might as well keep the music instead of switching to something else, because we're going to be switching soon once we get to a different region. So for this little woodlands area, we'll go ahead and keep the Sacred Grove. I actually didn't realize I had it. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, fuck, I probably didn't grab it. I better go, download it so this way I make sure I can use it in this video because I want to use it here. But apparently I was a big brain boy and thought of it already and grabbed it, and that's good because it gives me different Lost Woods style music to use, and it sounds good. And honestly, upon going through it, I think Twilight Princess does have a lot of good music, or at least a better variety of music. Because Ocarina of Time is, not that it's bad, just that there's much less songs there, I feel like, in comparison to a 20-hour game like Twilight Princess is, and I think that's really what's making it stand out. Anyway, that right there is a nice little bonus effect that you can use with shock arrows, which I like to take full advantage of. If you shoot any spot in the water, or are shot at by shock arrows in the water, it will create a big old bubble of pain that will, create pain. So that is something to take advantage of. I don't recall or know if you could use something like that with the Thunder Spear or Blade or anything like that. I'm going to say no, but you can play with elemental abilities like that. That Wizrobe from like a few minutes ago is pretty annoying. It's infuriating how they stick these bastards around and you gotta stop what you're doing and take care of them. Don't like it. Okay, up top here. Wanted to also get this before it was time to leave. There's one other small thing in the area that I want to go check out, and then afterwards we're gonna head to the total opposite end of the fucking map. Now, believe it or not, this section of the map actually has the least amount of shrines of any region, period. I think there's only maybe 7, if not 8 at most, and most of them we've already gotten right here. Well, yeah, that's half of them. The other one that I want to get is right here. That is where I want to go. There's another couple that I can think of, but I mean, I'm not too concerned about them right now. Now, just like navigating into the Lost Woods, that little island over there that I'm trying to reach, or that destination, we can't really call it an island, that is a very annoying spot, although you can reach it from any angle you want to. I just wanted to try and do it from the front because I felt it made a lot more sense to present it to you that way, opposed to just coming in from like the right side or something like that. So, much less restrictive than the Lost Woods, but still I decided to go in a certain way, so as a result I'm taking like this really convoluted way to try and get to where I need to go, because nothing can just be worked out. It's like, hey, you need to go all the way, it would be 6 o'clock, in this case it wants me to go to 9 o'clock, but I'm all the way down at, like, I think I was at around 7, so for whatever reason I went counterclockwise. But whatever. I mean, at the time I didn't realize. I was just like, yeah, it's probably at 9 o'clock, or it's probably at 6 o'clock as well. And sure enough, it fucking wasn't. So that's a good way to convey what I wanted to express. I'm waiting for it. Up here's coming up a certain thing that I'm looking for. Yeah, this guy, we get to beat him up a bunch. As far as using the Master Sword, I guess I could talk about that real quick. I don't really feel bad about doing it, so I'm going to use it a lot. It's there. Take advantage of it. You don't feel bad about it. I know they say like, oh, don't use it carelessly or whatever, but it's like, you don't have to feel bad. Use it until it breaks, and then when it breaks, just let it recharge and use different weapons. It's a great way to stockpile your good weapons and make sure you have them when you need them, because it's kind of just like the what do you call it effects, like Daru's protection or anything like that. There's no reason not to take advantage of something like this. Alright, here's where I finally do it. I was looking for a frost blade. Now, you can go ahead and use things like ice arrows or ice weapons on enemies, and that will freeze them and turn it into frozen food. Frozen food is good for heat-resistant effects, and I find it a lot better than using something like a sun shroom or, a chill shroom, because stuff like that's hard to find. Yeah, welcome to the Void. Now let me see. Fire. I mean, I suppose there's also that. I debated on throwing away my torch, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna need it for this. I was kind of hoping there were gonna be other ways I could do it. But, yeah. This was the other thing that's super easy to find, stands out pretty well. Good luck finding what you need. That's all I can say. This was another reason I thought it'd be appropriate to go ahead and keep the Sacred Forest or Sacred Grove music, is because it fits this too. Going on about frozen food, it stacks the same way regular cooked food does, so it's good to use. It's easy to obtain, way better that way. The downside is just it's a very, very short timer, so you get like a minute, and that's about it. But the rest of most of this is just wandering around in darkness, and I figured, you know, there wasn't really a sense in showing too much. But I do find what I need to relatively quickly, so I'm like, alright, well, we'll go ahead and, I guess, show the journey on that point. Other words, there's nothing really to look at. I found a couple luminous stones, which I'm sure get cut out, but other words, nothing really at all. Oh my god. Did I have to climb on a thing this whole time? Well, I actively cannot see, but I know what it is. Rise and shine. Bad day. If I could hit him where I'm aiming, thank you. Why is this doing... Oh, I'm using a torch. That's why it's not hurting him with the shit. Well, thanks. I couldn't exactly see what was going on. Or I suppose that's no excuse for not healing. Hello! Master Sword? Not really a good one. For 30 power, it's... I guess I'm not hitting him in the spots or something? Oh, I see. He's got braces on. And he kicked me. I can't fucking see! Almost like that's the point, right? Alright, this time, because I don't know if I've got another farrier left, and I'm not about to fucking find out. Here. I'm tired of this shit. It's a shame that I did that too little too late. Yeah, a large portion that's just gonna have to be fucking cut. Because there's no real sense in you guys watching me literally run around in the dark. Knight's broadsword, fucking drop this torch for it. Knight's bow, what do I have I can get rid of? Nothing really. Well, it's a good thing I marked the spot on the map. See, I knew it was close by. I was like, I can't find it. I kept walking around and looking for it. It was just like a little bit to the left. And that's the most annoying part. So, I mean, even then, it's kind of not like it really matters, because I was just wandering around, and all I had to do was just, like, walk 10 feet to the left. That was it. In. Like, I do like the concept and idea. I don't think it's a bad try. I just think I did a bad job. That's all. And then the marker wasn't exactly being my friend either. I had to climb a thing. I swear I remember that being a lot easier without the torch, but whatever. This should also be a blessing. I wasted my heal. Yeah. Oh well. I wanted to do this, so this way we can go to Kakariko and heal up. Because now we're gonna have, or extend our health, because now we've got 8 spirit orbs, which that's an extra 2 heart containers. And I think it's a good idea for us to do that. Hey, now she finally cares. I knew the moment I saw you, figured you'd have a heck of an archer. Yep. Sure, she wants me to light the torches by the statue. By the way, I went ahead and I turned in my things already. I've just wanted to do this because I knew she's an idiot. Yeah. Now... Shut up, you. Isn't there a better angle I can get this one at? Sort of. That counts for something, and then you could do the other side, but whatever. Stop. Blink. I did a thing.
Oh.
You're amazing. Yeah. I'm so excited right now. A lot of the girls have very suggestive dialogue towards Link. If only he weren't obsessed with his cock. Go ahead, just give me all these, because I have, like, none. And then give me all these, too. All of them. Yeah. Oh, God, I'm gonna need a lot more rupees soon. For the things I want to get. There's so many things. It's weird. I'm actually finding myself short on the things I want. Alright, hopefully us going to Gerudo Desert now should at least explain why I'm trying to stock up on frozen foods, because I felt like it was a nice way to do that. Now what's really weird is around here I'm finding a bunch of enemies that are super weak, so I'll run into a guy and I can like slice him once and that's about it. I decided I wanted to go ahead and play around the fire rod just because I'm a psychopath and I thought it'd be fun to do. So there's that. I don't know, it's not a thing I really feel like I get to play around with too often, so I was like, yeah, why not? Let's do it. It's fun. Now we already got a flame weapon on us, and the fire rod, well, it's very limited in its usefulness as far as damage goes. Like, the elemental weapons to me are better to get like a surprise effect on them and then switch to something else to combat them. So if you wanted to shock someone, shock them, then switch to a different weapon and then beat them the hell up. Because this way you're at least getting that effect, because other words you're kind of wasting your Thunderblade if you're not getting the shock effect over and over again. Same goes with ice or fire weapons as well. Maybe fire a little bit different, but yeah. Just felt like playing around with the fire rod, and we're trying to find our way over to Gerudo Valley. It's a bit of a journey. I was looking in the complete wrong direction. It's insane how far the what do you call it? I guess draw distance is for this game, because like I was looking at the northwest corner of the map, and then I was like, that's not right, so I had to rearrange and try and figure out where the damn Gerudo Tower was. I found it. Welcome everyone to Bad Idea Theater. This guy hurts. What's my best? I guess the boulder breaker would be. Quick, try and knock him out. This is a Lionel. He's got some of the strongest stuff. But I feel like we could probably take him. Oh, sweet. Good time. Rook would be proud to know we're using our weapon on something like this. Well, yeah, you see that when it breaks through his protection, that it stuns them. That was good timing as well. Can't quite see all that well. Got a nice close-up of his goofy face. He's almost dead. Ow. Yeah, this one's a pretty weak Lionel. I can tell because he's not. What are you doing? He's not really kicking the shit out of us like he should be. We're almost got him defeated. That could also be because of the Boulder Breaker and Phantom Armor. Yeah, there you go. First Lionel down. I like to try and remember where the Lionels are. It makes grinding their stuff a little bit easier. That sucks. Shock arrows. Ugh. The bow, however, is basically always worth it. Feels like a little bit of a waste to switch music at this very last bit where it's only going to be used once, but whatever, we'll recycle it later. Anyway, now, I went ahead, it got further, and then I died to a different enemy, and then it spawned me before I even fought the Lionel, so I had to go fight the Lionel again. And I don't know why I didn't think to use stasis during the Lionel fight, but this time I did, and I had a much easier time and beat the shit out of the Lionel and made it a lot easier. So, second go was much better than the first, but I still beat the Lionel, still doing that. The reason I paused during that spot was because I was debating on whether or not I should go for it, because it's, you know, a huge deal. But, yeah, now we're getting a little bit closer. I always go on the high road because I like getting the vantage point on things, even though they like to hide a lot of bullshit from you, which makes things complicated. The Gerudo part's always been kind of one of my favorites, and I'm not entirely sure why. Now over here, this is the little bastard I was trying to get, but, he blasted me twice, and I was like, I was just trying to get a shot on his eye, and he kept moving around, and it did a lot of damage. But, in case it was not said, you saw how the sword was glowing? It glows and doubles damage against Guardians, so it turns from 30 power to 60 power. The Master Sword is good. I can't quite remember the benefit of, the Trial of the Sword now thinking about it, but I do know it's supposed to upgrade the Master Sword's power. But at that point, which is most of the reason why I don't really feel like concerning myself with it, is because by the time you get the Master Sword upgraded to its fullest potential, you're probably going to have everything you need in the game anyway, and it's not really going to be worth wasting your time on. Because, like, if you want to do it, you're going to want to have max hearts, or something like that. Because, you know, armor's not going to matter, but, like, what's the point after that? You've already spent so much time on the game. I found a thing. I didn't mean to find a thing, but I found a thing. I suppose I should explain that sentence a little bit better. I'm not avoiding shrines by any means. Just haven't found any in a while. That worked. Please stop. Have you learned that stasis is my friend? Because it is. It's my best friend. I made it. Made up room for a new bow too, which we'll just use you. I ain't gonna worry about you guys because I'm not gonna be able to collect your parts anyway. Now, I believe this one actually has a real simple shortcut. And it kind of pains me to say I didn't even think of this. I watched someone else do it. Damn it. I guess it's gotta be full power. Or maybe a better weapon. Probably a better weapon, honestly. I'm thinking, let's try you and give it a go. Because the angle makes the difference. Now it's all the way over there. So instead of having to do this bullshit puzzle thing, fuck it. Stop that. Stop it. Can I magnesis this? Magnesis this. Over here to me. There you go. That's all I care about. And then I can stasis you. If I run quickly. Damn it. It worked out. There you go. I made that puzzle my bitch. I'll tell you. It's the best ability in the game. Go back to this. Thank you, friend. See, the other way would be to carry the ball all across that, but why would I want to do that when I could just fire it all the way over there and just skip it? Tell me why I should do it. Because I don't think I should do it.